Ever wondered how a marshy pasture could transform into a bustling financial hub? Welcome to the Isle of Dogs, a unique peninsula curled within the sinuous River Thames in East London. This area, rich in history and transformation, tells a story of evolution from mere wetlands to a vital part of the metropolis. In the 13th century, this area was known as Stepney Marsh, a name that evoked its soggy, pastoral nature. Picture vast expanses of marshland where the horizon was only occasionally broken by the gentle movement of cattle and sheep grazing. These lands, primarily used for agriculture, were integral to the local economy, providing resources and sustenance to the early settlers. As London's population expanded, the need for land grew. This led to the early efforts to reclaim the marshes of the Isle of Dogs. Ingenious methods of land reclamation were employed, gradually transforming the marshy terrain into more usable land. Such efforts were not just about expanding territory, but were a testament to human ingenuity and the desire to mold nature to fit the needs of burgeoning urban life. This transformation marked the first steps in an ongoing journey of development. The area that once fed livestock would soon feed the industrial appetites of a growing empire. From mere marshland to a cornerstone of industrial revolution, the journey had just begun. Imagine the roar of industry where there was once silence. This was the transformation that began in the early 1800s, when the Isle of Dogs, a sleepy marshland, was chosen as the site for the ambitious West India docks. The construction of these docks marked a pivotal turn, engineering a landscape as much as it did the future of London's commerce. The West India docks were not just any docks, they were a marvel of their time, designed to streamline the unloading and loading process that was crucial for trade. This was a period when the British Empire was at its zenith, and the docks were strategically placed to handle the wealth it brought back. Ships brimming with sugar, rum, and exotic spices from the Caribbean, textiles from India, and tea from China moored at the Isle, turning it into a bustling hub of global trade. The impact of the docks on the Isle of Dogs was profound. Almost overnight, the area was transformed from rural obscurity to a throbbing artery of international commerce. This metamorphosis brought with it a surge of workers and businesses. Dock workers, sailors, merchants, and a myriad of other professionals flocked to the area, drawn by the promise of employment and the buzz of a thriving economic landscape. With this influx of people came a diversity of cultures and a boom in local businesses. Taverns, shops, and lodging houses sprang up, each adding a layer to the burgeoning socio-economic tapestry of the Isle. The docks became a microcosm of global interaction, where people from varied backgrounds mingled, traded, and lived. But this was not just about economic prosperity. The very identity of the Isle was being rewritten. From a quiet pasture land, it had evolved into a dynamic community, pivotal to London's economic machinery and a cornerstone in the narrative of global trade networks. The docks not only reshaped the Isle's landscape, but also its destiny, making it a nucleus of global commerce. What happens when the wheels of industry slow down? On the Isle of Dogs, the mid-20th century brought just such a slowdown, marking the beginning of a period of decline and desolation that would test the resilience of its community. As the century progressed, the once bustling docks, alive with the hum of commerce and trade, began to feel the weight of global changes. The shipping industry, which had been the lifeblood of the Isle, faced a seismic shift with the advent of containerization and changes in global trading routes. These innovations favored larger, deeper ports, leaving the historic docks of the Isle of Dogs unable to compete. One by one, the docks shuttered their gates, leaving silence where there once was constant noise. The closure of the docks was not just a loss of structures, but a devastating blow to the local economy. Thousands of workers found themselves without employment. As jobs evaporated, the area slipped into economic hardship. Families struggled, businesses closed, and a once vibrant community was shadowed by the specter of unemployment and social issues. Poverty crept through the streets where prosperity once flowed freely. There were attempts to inject life back into the area, smaller industrial projects and new ventures, yet none of these could rekindle the economic engine that the docks had once been. The community faced a stark reality. The old ways were gone. seemingly for good. The once thriving docks had fallen silent, but a new chapter was on the horizon. From the ashes of old docks, a new phoenix was poised to rise. As the 20th century drew to a close, the Isle of Dogs found itself at the center of an ambitious urban transformation. The landscape, once dominated by shuttered warehouses and desolate dockyards, began to morph into a buzzing hive of activity and innovation. The cornerstone of this metamorphosis was the development of Canary Wharf. What started as a bold vision on drawing boards became a towering reality, literally reshaping the London skyline. Canary Wharf emerged not merely as a cluster of buildings, but as one of the world's foremost financial hubs. Here, gleaming skyscrapers are not just offices, but symbols of resurgence and possibility. They house major banks, media companies, and legal firms, drawing professionals from around the globe. Parallel to the rise of Canary Wharf, the residential scene on the Isle of Dogs underwent its own revolution. New residential complexes sprouted up, offering modern amenities and a high standard of living. These developments were not just about providing housing, but creating communities. Apartments with breathtaking views of the Thames became the new norm, and with them came a surge of new residents, eager to partake in this modern urban lifestyle. Leisure facilities and public spaces received equal attention. The area saw the rise of green spaces, sports centers, and cultural venues, enhancing the quality of life for its inhabitants. This blend of development was mindful, too, of the Isle's rich tapestry of history. Historical sites were preserved and integrated into the new architectural designs, providing a tangible link to the past amidst the modern structures. This careful balance of old and new has not only redefined the physical space, but revitalized the spirit of the Isle of Dogs. The area has become a vibrant, dynamic part of London, reflecting a well-orchestrated blend of heritage and progress. The Isle of Dogs was not just rebuilt, it was reimagined. Today, the Isle of Dogs is not just a place to work, it's a place to live, thrive, and celebrate. Nestled in the heart of London's bustling metropolis, this unique area has become a melting pot of cultures and lifestyles. From young professionals who flock to the modern high-rises to families and longtime residents who populate its charming, quieter streets, the community's diversity is its strength. Throughout the year, the Isle of Dogs buzzes with activity. Community markets spring to life with local artisans and farmers showcasing their produce and crafts. Cultural festivals reflecting the myriad backgrounds of its inhabitants paint the streets with vibrant colors and fill the air with the sounds of music from around the world. It's not uncommon to stumble upon an impromptu celebration or a well-orchestrated event that brings everyone together. The green spaces here offer a breath of fresh air amid the urban environment. Mudchute Park, with its sprawling 32 acres, serves as a green haven for families, joggers, and everyone in between. It's a place where the community connects with nature and each other. Meanwhile, the Museum of London Docklands offers a dive into the rich tapestry of the area's history, celebrating its maritime heritage and the resilience of its people. With ongoing developments enhancing its skyline and infrastructure, the Isle of Dogs continues to grow, yet retains its warm, community-focused spirit. New businesses and residential projects promise a bright future, ensuring that the fabric of this community not only endures but evolves. The Isle of Dogs stands as a testament to resilience, a community reborn and vibrant, a marsh, a dock, a crisis, and a rebirth. The Isle of Dogs has witnessed a profound metamorphosis, evolving from humble marshlands to a bustling hub of global commerce. Its docks once teemed with the riches of the empire, later lying dormant, only to rise again as a vibrant residential and commercial district. This area beautifully encapsulates a historical journey, seamlessly integrating its rich past with a dynamic present. The Isle of Dogs stands as a testament to resilience, a place where history meets the future.